Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today we're taking a look at my favourite Switch eShop deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. I really like this particular batch of games, lots of new low prices and a couple of them we haven't seen in a good while. So with that luck, 10 games today for you all, so hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals near daily, and let's get started. If you are grabbing anything, then consider saving a bit of extra cash and support the channel at the same time by using a cornershop.gg for your eShop credit. You'll get 10% off at checkout with code CORNER. The TakeOver then, to kick things off, a game I love to promote here on the channel. It's here with a new low price, 80% off. It's influenced heavily by the likes of Streets of Rage, but with the recent release of Shredder's Revenge, this seems like a smart move to promote it. Don't just discount it as a clone though, it's got good fight mechanics, interesting levels, a story set around saving your daughter from what is an evil army, and overall, it is really good stuff. Throw in then though a really well done visual style, a soundtrack that I loved instantly, and even then some vehicle based levels which work surprisingly well, including a car chase and a plane sequence. It supports then local co-op for up to 2 players and it features 3 playable characters. My full review, it's in the pinned comment down below if you do want to learn more. Godstrike then honestly got mixed reviews, but I was somewhat a sucker for its punishment. This game, on that note, it absolutely comes with a warning: only head here if you want the ultra challenging. By the second boss I was trying over and over again. It's essentially though a boss rush bullet hell experience, an isometric viewpoint, and it's incredibly intense stuff. We actually streamed this one over on Twitch, and yeah, it nearly drove us to breaking points. I would highly recommend though watching a fuller review for this one. Make sure you're ready for what's ahead, but it's also about as rewarding as it gets when you do finally overcome an encounter. A favourite was a tower that you need to cut down to size, and that was one of the early bosses. It's a new low price then, that is 60% off. Horizon Chase Turbo then I wanted to give a shout out to, because yes, we've seen this price plenty. It's matching the low 75% off, but not only is it one of the best races on the Nintendo Switch, influenced by the likes of Top Gear with this kind of incredible career mode and visual style, but today it actually saw a new mode added for free to celebrate the game's anniversary. If you own the game already, basically it may be worth loading back in. This mode, though it's called Adventure Mode, it's promising an additional 8 hours of gameplay. The idea, you need to complete the world tour first to get access, and then you'll get 34 additional adventures. These are 5 race events, and on completion you'll receive exclusive car skins. Seems like a fun spin, and I ain't complaining at free. You can also then get the center edition as well that adds F1 content for a few extra bucks. That's also gonna be worth it. Dicey Dungeons then is here, matching the low, 80% off. The thing with this one though, we haven't seen this price now since December 2021, so it's been a good while, and what a great game this is. It's for the deck builder fans out there, and it is a roguelike. The idea, they fight your way out and defeat Lady Luck. Along the way though, we'll be leveling up, uncovering more and more loot, and that's going to round out that hand and give us a better chance at success. The big kind of spin here though, 6 playable characters, each with their own unique playstyle and abilities, which was fun for experimentation but also replayability as well. The visual style then is stunning. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I definitely see an air of Cuphead in here. Trigger Witch then will be for those that want some brainless action. It's 40% off, a new low price, and it's just a fun time. A twin stick shooter that takes place in a world where magic is now underpowered compared to technology, so we're basically leveraging a slew of guns. Think though these bright, colourful 16-bit visuals, but with a whole lot of blood pumped in as well. Definitely a unique combo, but it definitely works at the same time. It does pack some environmental puzzles though, just to kind of switch up the gameplay occasionally, but it keeps things as simple so you're always, never too far from the action, and story-wise, you're out to save your home from an invader. It packs drop-in local co-op play as well, which is a nice way to take things if you do have the option. Cat Quest 2 then is a gem of a game. It's 75% off. That is a new low price, a fantastic continuation of the first. And if you haven't played that, it's not on sale right now, but do wishlist it. We definitely see it frequently. An open world action RPG, though it's got this cartoon style to it all. And it's definitely good for those that maybe don't have too much experience with the genre, or maybe, you know, younger house members. The idea though, there's this ongoing war between cats and dogs. Now though, you're partnering up, a cat and a dog king. You can play as both and save this land from its potentially self-inflicted downfall. Reunite the people is kind of that overarching mission. Think here though, tons of weapons, spells, a decently sized world, abilities, and a whole host of side quests alongside, you know, that main story. The isometric viewpoint as well, I really like it. It makes for this very unique style to the visuals, and it's a very colourful game as well, which I always enjoy. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch then returns with 80% off. It's matching the low price, just a great game. Thinking about actually heading back in as well, it's been a good while for me. Always preferred this original over the second personally. Still a very good game, don't get me wrong, just nothing compared to this one. This just had more traditional gameplay for the RPG, you know, world, and it had involvement from Studio Ghibli in crafting its visuals and its worlds. The story is a touching one too. You enter a fantasy world after facing some childhood trauma, and it can for sure hit you in the feels. Fun cast though, with a good sense of humour, and while it does have moments that may hit hard, I think it's going to be suitable for all ages. The gameplay, the usual RPG affair, think quests, side quests, loot and combat. That combat is mostly what I'd call a turn-based, though you do get free movement in between the menus, which I definitely liked from a strategy perspective. Rustler then to kick off the final 3 games of the video. This one is here with a new low price at 70% off. That is a big jump from the last sale we saw. It's the first time it's sub $10. It's also been a good while, honestly, since it's even been on sale. This is one that got mixed reviews. I liked it though, and my full review, it's in the pinned comment down below. It's essentially old school GTA set in a medieval world with, of course, an immature sense of humour. The idea though, a rags to riches story that's filled with all sorts of weirdness. I hit a few bugs along the way, honestly, got trapped in a location for example, but it always kind of resolved itself, and over the 7 or so hours that it took, I definitely had a lot of fun. Maybe watch my review and then another one just to kind of compare opinions. The Adventure Pals then is our penultimate game of the video. It's a new low price, 87% off. It's also from the team that made what I'd call this week's big release, Cult of the Lamb. This though, a very fun game. It's an adventure platformer that tasks you with saving your dad and the world. It's always given me that kind of Adult Swim vibe, but just a really fun cast, world, enemies and selection of abilities. It's got these hub locations too that are almost RPG as the game describes it. Here we can pick up items and quests that will continue to push us forward. I easily recommend this one though, given this current price point. You know, for those in the States, it actually can't get any lower given eShop restrictions. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 then is our final game of the video. It's a new low price here at 80% off, great to see, but if you're thinking I haven't played the original trilogy, I wouldn't call it absolutely necessary, honestly, but if you do want to go back, they are also on sale right now for right around this same price point. I played this 4th entry though, reviewed it here on the channel, find that in the pinned comment, but it's essentially an arena brawler with this heavy emphasis on its story. This 4th entry though, really well done. I love these style of fighters, simple to pick up and play, no complex combos. You know, it's still like fist crawler though, and it's all incredibly over the top. This one then as well, it features a Road to content, which is essentially fighting still, but with this then spin on open world exploration. The only problem with that content though, it somewhat struggles on a frame rate front on the Nintendo Switch. If you do love this world though and collection of characters, it's definitely going to be more than worth your time and more than worth this price. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library or holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals near daily, and then I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.